Om Sai Ram everyone, and I welcome you all to the very first episode of Shree Swami Samarth's biography in 2025. I wish you all a very happy new year. I wish and I pray at the lotus feet of Sri Baba that may this new year be filled with happiness, unparalleled joy, prosperity, blessings, and miracles. Today, in this episode, we are going to discuss about how Sri Guru saved the honor of one of his devotees whose name was Bhaskar. Without the least delay, let us start with the chapter. When Sri Guru was at Ganagapur, large groups of devotees thronged to get his blessings. Someone or the other would arrange sumptuous food for the devotees. They used to organize bhandaras, grand scale cooking and feeding Brahmins. No day passed without the sumptuous food being provided to the devotees. A poor Brahmin named Bhaskar lived in a village near Ganagapur. Due to the poverty, they would maintain themselves just on dry bread. Now, this Bhaskar was a great devotee of Sri Guru. He had a great desire to feed Sri Guru, therefore, he started saving food grains and money, a bit at a time. On a day to day basis, he did this savings. Finally, he came to Ganagapur. However, in Ganagapur's huge crowd, he would remain silent with his little bundle of food grains and money. Every day, a Brahmin would hold the ceremony of serving sumptuous food to the devotees. This way, 3 months passed. Other Brahmins started commenting on poor Bhaskar. This person is continuing here to enjoy whatever is available for free. Whatever he has brought in that small package is hardly enough to feed at most 3 Brahmins. But this Brahmin is planning to feed all the Brahmins with his little package of food grains, hundreds and thousands of Brahmins. Sri Guru understood the heart desire of this devotee Bhaskar. One day, Sri Guru called on Bhaskar and said, "Today you arrange for the ceremony of serving food to the Brahmins." Bhaskar was extremely happy, since Sri Guru himself gave the order. With the little money available with him, Bhaskar went to the market and brought vegetables and groceries. Sri Guru himself sent the invitation to all the Brahmins for the ceremony. He also ordered for 4,000 leaf plates to serve food in. Seeing this large-scale preparation, all the Brahmins started making fun of Bhaskar. However, the fully devoted Bhaskar was busy in preparing cooked food for the ceremony. Bhaskar worshipped Sri Guru once the food was ready. Then Sri Guru asked Bhaskar to bring the vessels containing food in his presence. Sri Guru asked Bhaskar to bring the vessels and he offered them as Naivedya, the food as Naivedya. Then Sri Guru gave his clothes, which he earlier wore on his body, to Bhaskar and asked him to cover the vessels with it. So, with this consecrated cloth, Bhaskar then covered all the vessels. In reality, the food cooked for the ceremony was hardly enough to feed 2 or 3 Brahmins. Note these figures and numbers. Nevertheless, due to the kind grace of Sri Guru, even after serving food to all the villagers and their children who were also invited to take the food, the containers containing the food were still full. Subsequently, more people were invited. Still, the food did not decrease at all. This was the grace of Sri Guru. Food made for 3 people was served to 4,000 people. Just imagine. It's not possible materialistically, but spiritually everything is possible. Finally, when they saw that the containers were not getting empty at all, the remaining food was dispersed in the water to feed aquatic life. The food was fed to the fishes. Sri Guru was so pleased by Bhaskar's devotion that he blessed Bhaskar, as not only would your poverty vanish, but also you will enjoy your children, grandchildren's company in your house. Sri Guru's fame spread in all directions due to this incident, and countless people from all corners started pouring in to get his blessings. Now, I shall also cover in today's episode one more story, which is how an old couple was blessed with children. Sri Guru Narasimha Saraswati was at Gangapur. There a virtual Brahmin couple, Somnath and Gangabai, also lived. Both became old, but they had no children. Gangabai had crossed the age of 60 years. She was very religious and had a daily observance. She would go to the mutt for the blessings of Sri Guru. There she would light an oil lamp and wave it around Sri Guru. Many days passed, and one day she came under the merciful view of Sri Guru. He asked Ganga, "As an observance, you come here regularly and wave the lighted wick lamp around me. What do you want from me?" Then Ganga spoke very humbly that, "Maharaj, I am a childless woman. A childless lady has no prestige in the society. Everybody considers her a sign of ill omen. I have already crossed the age of 60 years. Now in this life, where is the chance of giving birth to a child? Hence, please give me blessings that at least in my next life I will become a woman and give birth to a son. Please." So Sri Guru smilingly said, "Who has seen next life? In this life itself, you will give birth to a daughter and later on to a son." By this blessing, Gangabai's happiness knew no bounds. Nevertheless, she had a doubt as to how would she conceive and give birth, since her menses had already stopped. She was 60. But after Sri Guru's blessings, she said, "I had been worshipping the holy people tree regularly, but there was no benefit from that. Hence, I started worshipping you regularly after giving up the worship of the holy people tree. But how would I get the offsprings in this life?" She was really worried and concerned. Sri Guru said, "Do not slander the holy people tree. The worship and circumambulation of the holy people tree will not go waste. You can find the existence of Lord Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwar in the root, the trunk and the top of the holy people tree respectively. In addition, on the branches of the holy people tree, all the Hindu gods are present. There is one holy people tree at the confluence of the rivers Bhima and Amaraja. Go there and worship the holy people tree daily." With full faith in Sri Guru's words, Gangabai stayed at the Sangam and started worshipping the holy people tree. On the third day, a Brahmin came in her dream and said, "Your wish will be fulfilled. Go to Ganagapur and take the blessings of Sri Guru Narasimha Saraswati, the incarnation of Lord Dattatreya. Then complete the circumambulation of Sri Guru and offer your obeisance to him. Whatever prasad he gives, take that as blessings." Gangabai woke up from the dream. As per the orders of the Brahmin in the dream, she took bath in the Sangam, worshipped the holy people tree and then went to Ganagapur. There she completed the circumambulation of Sri Guru and offered her obeisance to him. Then Sri Guru gave her a fruit and asked her to eat it. Then Gangabai returned home and narrated everything to her husband. Then she concluded her religious vow. A bit later, she gave charity to the Brahmins and with great devotion ate the fruit given by Sri Guru. And then she concluded her religious vow like this, and a miracle took place. The old lady became pregnant. People were amazed to see this miracle. At proper time, Ganga gave birth to a daughter. The couple Somnath and Ganga were overjoyed seeing their newborn. For the first time in their life, they felt this joy. At their old age, they took their child to Sri Guru and placed her at the lotus feet of Sri Guru for blessings. Sri Guru said, "Name this child as Saraswati. Your daughter will live up to 100 years and continue to live happily with her children and grandchildren. Her husband will be a highly learned man with great knowledge, and further, you will also give birth to a son, as he earlier promised as well. Tell me now, what type of son do you desire? Do you wish to have a wise son with a lifespan of 30 years and who will become a father of 5 children in future? Or a foolish son with a lifespan of 30 years? Or lifespan of 100 years? Sorry. So a wise son, highly intelligent, with a lifespan of 30 years, he will give birth to 5 children and he will pass away at the age of 30. And another option that he gave was if they want a son who will live for 100 years, but he will be foolish. Then Gangabai told Sri Guru, "Bless me with a son with a lifespan of 30 years. Then Sri Guru said, "Be it so." Later, Gangabai gave birth to a son, which brought full happiness in her home. With this, we end today's episode. We have covered 2 stories of how Sri Guru saved the honor of Bhaskar and made him feed the little quantity of grains to 4,000 people. And then we learned how God can do the most impossible things possible. The first story was an instance to it. The second one also showed his mercy towards his devotees, how the old couple conceived 2 children, one daughter first and then a son. With this, we conclude today's episode and hope to see you all again next week with the story Tree Stump Blossoms. Stay tuned. Let's see what Sri Guru has in store for us next week. Om Sai Ram.